Maybe a little bit of a bitter rivalry.
Yeah, long ago, not too long ago, Simba, up and coming, challenging Boomie, took him out in Winterside into best of 3, a tournament that I can't even recall the name of. But ever since then, Simba has actually made some really great placements and stuff into top 3s and the top 8s repeatedly. And he's looked so good on this Val today that I'm very curious how it's going to pair up against Boomie's Diana. Game number 1 in the Great Hall. I was underway.
Ooh. And it wasn't even just their placements in tournaments. It was a long time ago. Simba wanted into rank S, and Boomie didn't think he was ready for rank S. So Simba said, okay, fine. You know what? I don't need your rank S. I don't need that. I'll surpass you without that. And so far, Simba does have a little bit of a lead. Boomie's done a great job bringing that back. He almost picked up that dare. Could have led to a spike. That ground pound could have led to a spike, too. Boomie has Simba on the edge, trying to throw out that neutral light, catching the recovery over the edge, but it doesn't end up hitting Simba. Simba's without a weapon. Nice falling side air from Boomie. Tries to grip him out of the air with that neutral signature. Again, that doesn't hit.
The nair from the sword does connect. Tries to fall to down, and Boomie, looking for the neutral sig on the way up, could not find it, and Simba puts Boomie off stage. Doesn't go for the ground pound, even though Boomie dodges out of the way. Gets the recovery, puts Simba even closer towards kill percent. Because he goes for that gravity cancel down light. Wasn't able to find it. Boomie picks up the guns, and the platform movement from Boomie is incredible. He's been dashing on and off. That's why it's like that falling stare that he was able to find with the bow is because he dashed back off the platform and fell down. And we're seeing that happen so much. And Simba returning with the same style of movement. Great Hall offers so many unique opportunities to approach your opponent from the platforms as opposed to other stages, but nobody's getting the KO.
That was supposed to be a ground pound.
You could
guaranteed.
See. So Boomie began to drop down from beneath the platform, put the input in a little bit too early, ledge canceled it into a down heavy unarmed, and got punished for it very hard. That's how close they were into high percents of damage. Boomie is looking for that recovery, can't find the neutral light, misses, dodges out of the way of the side light, and the neutral light just barely doesn't KO. Not necessarily a move that you look to KO with bow, but you'll take it if it gets to a certain point, and Simba is definitely at that point when it comes to the amount of damage that Boomie has tagged onto his first stock, and that stare sends him flying faster than anything that we've seen today. Very close opening Simba with a slight lead, and sends it even further as he finds that down light. It was like the very last frame of the downlight unarmed active. That's why that recovery was so hard.
True.
Yeah. Boomie finds the bow, but he's stared off the side of the stage. Simba looking for a second stare, and the ground pound ends
early. If
early.
he would have held that ground pound, that would have hit.
And I can totally understand why. Oh, the neutral stick in the down air. Simba, does he have his dodge? He gets stared, and the gravity cancel side stick. Boomie reversing that situation so quickly. Neutral stick into down air immediately. Simba panic jumping out of the attack, just trying to recover, and Boomie taking advantage of him every step of the way, is able to take this lead and continue extending it with the extra credit that he gets off of that platform. Oh, and goes for the pivot neutral light, just trying to catch any extra damage that he can. He's in a position that he probably wasn't expecting to be. Amazing series of reads, and Simba just trying to catch this back. And neutral light, Boomie covering every single angle, and the down air to weapon toss. Simba can even make it back.
Just barely touched. He's trying to find these kill options, so he's throwing out the recoveries. He's throwing out the downlights, so it'll be followed up by a recovery. He's not finding the kill options, so he found a weapon toss. That dare sending into the platform is not going to be the kill option. Boomie's able to dodge through the attack, but doesn't touch the wall.
Small Great Hall really coming into play there with the slants at the end at the bottom of the stage.
That doesn't count as a wall touch.
You can touch them, but it doesn't give you your jumps back. Boomie falling to his death just barely. Picks up the guns, and the neutral stick jumped out of the way by Simba, but Simba finding that pummel, gets stared. He's not quite as damaged as he was on the first stock to lose his stock to a gun stare like that, but the recovery will definitely do it. Boomie takes game number 1, and what was looking like Simba's game from the start until that amazing offstage string. The neutral sig in the down air, and then finding the gravity cancel side sig. Different signatures working. I mean, I guess I'm saying something obvious. Different signatures work in different ways, but I guess I'm imagining that with Diana's side sig, no matter how long you charge it, you travel the same distance.
Yes.
As opposed to, say, a Suri side sig on sword. Where you would travel much farther. So that's why it was so smart to use that off stage, because you're not really expending anything other than your dodge to travel that fast while having an active hitbox. Really brilliant edge guard.
And you have this long line of hitboxes.
Right. So
if you would have gone for like a side air, his timing would have had to been right, his positioning would have had to been right, but with this gravity cancel side sig, you have a lot of active frames just kind of traveling in a line towards the blast zone where you want to send your opponent.
And we're on another platform-heavy stage, just like the Great Hall, only it's not extending outwards too much, but small Enigma still provides a lot of opportunities for amazing edge play. Boomie with a down air off stage, the weapon toss.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't get the right read, Simba just decides to fall straight down and returns with the recovery himself, puts Boomie into orange.
Even though Boomie was doing quite a bit of damage, Simba's not that far behind at this point. We're about 30 seconds into this game. That's a nice side air. Going to send Boomie onto the edge, but he's able to recover very high, has the bow in his hands now. If Simba wants to initiate from the air, we might see those gravity cancel down signatures, or we could just see those neutral lights to just say, hey, you want to come at me from a 45-degree angle? You're not going to land. Nice D-light into neutral signature. Did he hold that at all? Because sometimes players will hold it expecting a spot dodge.
I don't know.
And they'll try to wait for the dodge trains to come out.
It didn't feel like it was as fast as it could be,
but it didn't feel super slow.
Yeah, no matter how fast it is, it's not true. You can dodge out of the way of it, but it's a great mix-up if players aren't dodging as fast as they need to.
Now, I don't know if it's jumpable.
That's a good point.
Like, if you don't have your dodge, it could effectively be true. I don't know if it's jumpable.
Boomie used to go for that a lot before. Hasn't thrown it out so much as we've seen at the moment, but being able to find that just once in every while gets a nice stop. The weapon toss off the ground pound. Boomie went a little bit too deep. Simba was able to take advantage of the position that he was in, and the weapon toss, while not doing that much damage, significant force depending on the amount of damage that you have on you already. Able to get that KO off the bottom.
Nice
and Simba
string. Oh, Simba,
really running away with the lead as he goes for the recovery and just keeps chasing Nair.
He's finding so much mileage with these gauntlets so far.
But
there's the D-light side air.
Boomie finds the Nair into a down light, into recovery. Goes for the gravity cancel neutral again in the right position, just not in the right place.
He happened to 50-50 the wrong way.
Down light into recovery once again, and that would have killed in yellow. Getting a down light on the top platform, a small Enigma.
Yeah, you're done. You're straight up cooked.
And Simba not at quite the same deficit as he was in game number 1, but Boomie looking really comfortable here. Simba was being incredibly aggressive with the gauntlets, but it was when Boomie found purchase on the left and right platforms, they was able to interrupt his diagonal chase dodges with downlights on the guns, but Simba evens it up real quick, denies the weapons. Sometimes players opt to jump all the way up, throw the weapon as far as they can, so that the weapon spawn doesn't happen really early, but Simba wanted the weapon to spawn so they can find that sidelight punish. Unfortunately, didn't lead to anything else, and Boomie finds a little bit more damage. Sidelight and downlight. Oh, dodged out of the way.
You've seen him do the sidelight recovery. I expect the next sidelight Simba hits is going to have a different follow-up afterwards. That standard gauntlet mix-up. So many options out of that sidelight that people will go for. Still
Simba
picking up the gauntlets.
In the orange, Boomie finds that Nair. Goes for the neutral sig. Waited so long for that to see where Simba was going to go, and he had the right idea, but Simba was able to dodge it just accordingly. Nair into Sair. That side air was the right place, but Boomie just dodged right past it. Oh, the sides are coming up from Boomie.
See, there's the different follow-up. Sidelight into GC sidelight instead of the recovery this time. He has that bow. If I'm Simba, I'm so scared of the 3 very powerful bow signatures that Diana has. If that would have been a little bit closer to the edge, that probably would have led to a kill. And
Simba went for the downlight, sent him off stage, goes to the ground, but he goes too low, but he's going to go for the weapon toss, interrupts.
That kept him safe.
Simba now picks up the sword. He's guarding the weapon. Boomie looking for that drop-down recovery before he touches the stage, picks up the guns, goes in for a dash jump. Sair weapon. He stops. The gravity cancel down lane, returns with a down lane recovery of his own, killing Simba off the top, and now taking with the damage deficit. The game. There was incredible. There was moments where Boomie was basically gone if you didn't toss the weapon at the right time, because if you're